All right, so we're here with Helsinki Wolverines head coach Michael Mattingly. Coach Mike, welcome to the podcast. Welcome back to the podcast. I think we had you on earlier.
Yes, thank you guys. Always appreciate it. Love being on the podcast. You guys do great work, so I'm appreciative.
Yeah, man. First question, let's just, talk about it. How does it feel to, get into the playoffs in such a dramatic fashion by knocking off, the crosstown rivalry of Helsinki Roosters? Like, what's the vibe like, in the Helsinki Wolverines community?
Yeah, well, as we all know, the last 2 weeks since that Kuopio game have been pretty all over the place. But the team fought hard the last 2 weeks, and Thursday night's game was something pretty special. As I was telling the guys all week, for those longtime Wolverines guys and the Finnish guys from Helsinki, that, it would be really important for them to, be the ones to knock off the Roosters. And myself being 0-5 in my 2 years prior to against the Roosters, it was a big thing for me as well to finally get a win. But the vibes are good, the energy's up, the momentum's coming our way, and we're ready to go for the playoffs. And we'd like to have that home game. We feel like we slipped up against Vasa the first time, but we think we have a favorable matchup, and hopefully we can keep this thing rolling all the way to the Maple Bowl. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah, and my question is kind of going off of what Purvis just asked. Yeah, you did something that a lot of teams have been spending a lot of money over the last few years to do, and that's to stop the Roosters from winning another championship. You guys didn't go all crazy as far as just grabbing all of these imports, but I think that you got the right imports in the right places. And then overall, as a coach, you made a great adjustment, I think, putting Mickey at running back. And ultimately, coming into this last Roosters game, he had a big part in sealing the game. Some of the runs that he had, it just was something different than I think they were expecting or anybody else was expecting. But what kind of things right now are you driving into the guys as far as coming into this Vasa game? I mean, this is an opportunity for you guys to obviously. I think it's very winnable for you guys if you play, real Helsinki Wolverines football. But what kind of things are you telling the guys right now heading into this week?
Well, I mean, we feel like we're the better team. I think we all feel that way, that the first time we played them, if Mr. Forcier didn't get hurt, the result could have been different. But, we're not making excuses. We fought hard. Defense just didn't have it. We got pounded up front. So, but we believe it's a favorable matchup, and we're just trying to pound into the guys' heads that, hey, let's just keep doing what we're doing. We've made our changes. We found our right gel, you could say, with Mickey at running back, some new guys in different spots on defense. The receivers moving all around the different spots now. You've seen Sanye inside, Cedric inside, a few different type of looks. Now with Mickey at running back, we're actually able to, motion him out of the backfield. But we're just trying to keep the momentum rolling and just, keep everybody going that, hey, this is the matchup we wanted. Not saying we didn't want to play Kuopio, because they did give us a whooping too. But we feel like, we owe something back to Vasa after that week 2 game that we can, really win this thing. And as you said, if we play Wolverine football, and I said it on Route 2 before the game, that we all think we're our own worst enemy. We think we are the best team in the league, and that if we just do what we're supposed to do, that we're a pretty hard team to beat. So we're just trying to stay on track and do the things, as you said, play Wolverine football. And if we can do that, we should be just fine going into, I think it's a Sunday game, actually. Yeah, so Sunday's game against Vasa. So.
And another thing, defense. Your defense looks totally different as far as scheme.
Yeah.
And your front seven right now.
Yeah.
Like they look active. You know what I mean? Like those guys really look active. So what kind of adjustments did you guys make on defense?
Well, with the old playbook from our old coach, we were more of like a 3-3-5. It's a good scheme, but I just don't know if it fit the players that we had. So, I had run a little bit of a different scheme, kind of what I did in St. Aoki the last 2 years, more of a true 4-2-5 look, and with the DBs that we have. And, the Swedish guys. I know it was probably a little shocking to see both of them playing linebacker, Mike and
Yes,
Will.
very.
It was perfect. It was
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah,
but
it was
we
perfect
thought,
though. Yeah.
yeah, we had thought that, I told the guys it's not the best thing to say as a coach to be an athlete because you're not really coaching. But we said we're going to put our best 7 guys in the back on the field at one time and just fly around and make plays. And the front 4 has been a drastic change. I don't know why. We really only have 3-4 D linemen and our big left guard rotates in there occasionally. Uipe, Yuso is his name, but yeah, we've done our best in moving Velocity Vile to a true 5 technique defensive end. He caused massive havoc in that Roosters game. I mean, I think he had 7-8 tackles. I mean, 5-6 for loss, 3.5 sacks. I mean, he dominated the game, and it allowed Gauthier and William James to, as their first game at linebacker, to really flow without getting touched and kind of getting the feel for how it is truly in the box. Yeah, they're football players, they're big time guys, but I mean, 2 safeties playing, in the interior doesn't always correlate too well, but they had 17 combined tackles, a forced fumble, a few for losses. So, I mean, we're just trying to put the best guys in the right spot and just fly around the field. So, and you'll continue to see that probably for the rest of the season. It went well, and Mickey and Sonia, they'll play defense still, but maybe not as much as they did last game. Mickey and Sonia will probably rotate a little bit. We need Sonia probably a little more on offense. Mickey at running back, he can do a little bit of both, playing that safety position. But yeah, we're just trying to get our best guys in the field all at one time and be fast and active. And I think that's been the massive change, is that we've kept it very simple and easy, just to make the guys play fast and play aggressive. Because when you overthink things, as we all know, it slows you down completely and it just takes you out of the game. So we're just trying to keep everything basic and simple and let them fly around.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man, that's a hell of an answer. I want to end the interview, but I gotta ask this question. I'm sorry. So what's the plan for Alpha?
What's the plan for Alpha?
What's the plan? Like, what do you do to limit him, I guess?
Well, last game when we played him, I mean, we did a good job of not kicking him the ball, which that was part 1, but we just didn't cover him very well. So we're going to try to do part 1 again and not kick him the football. And, you'll probably see 2 heads over him the entire game. Now, I know it's hard when he's in the slot, or if they want to run that little wing tee, you can call it, whatever it is, at the wing or running back, or I'm not sure how Brandon's leg or ankle, whatever injury he got in the Kuopio game or whatever happened, if he's at quarterback, but we just got to keep all eyes on him. We feel like if we can eliminate him from the game, we have a very, very good chance to win. But obviously that's a little hard since he leads the, league in receiving, all purpose. He's Mr. Do-It-All, but we're going to try our best to just take the ball out of his hands, put our best guys over him, and just eliminate him from the game. But it's easier said than done, of course.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, well, Coach, those are great answers, and it seems like you guys really are, moving in the right direction now. Sorry I didn't pick y'all to make the playoffs originally, but at least y'all proved me wrong.
Hey, you were almost dead on the money with everything, but we had to break that up for you.
As we always say here on AFF, if you need us to be your motivation, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't quite.
Sometimes when we pick teams to lose, that's how they end up winning. And if we pick them to win and they win, then we were right. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
we're the media. We're always going to be right.
Yeah, it wasn't quite motivation. You could say we just, we had new people weren't going to, like us too much with some of the signings we made of our bringing some Finnish guys in, some imports. I'm not the most liked guy in the league. I'm a little loud, brass. I'm emotional on the sideline, but hey, it's, we're starting to find our gel, and people don't like us, but it's okay. We don't need to be liked to win games. So we're rocking in the right direction, and hopefully we can just keep this thing rolling and get to Lahti next week. But we have to beat Vasa first. So
either way, I'll be in Lahti waiting on you. If you
hopefully you'll be watching us
or
on
as
the field.
a
That's
coach.
the goal. Yeah. So hopefully I'm coaching that game. It'd be nice to finally in 3 years be able to at least get in the Maple Bowl. I mean, regardless of the result, obviously you want to win it, but just getting there for us would be a huge thing for this season and, stepping into the future. So.
Yeah, well, Coach, we appreciate you coming on the podcast, and we wish you and the Wolverines best of luck this weekend against the Wausau Royals, man. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Definitely. Good luck.